Hey y'all, it is July the 30th. Take note, July the 30th today, 2018. We're being quiet. We don't want to be too loud right now, but that's something that I had to show you. And I want you to follow me through this little maze real quick. I got to this article and it's entitled this: Parkland kids partner with multiple organizations for the National March on NRA event. You might have heard of this. Maybe you didn't. It's called the March on the NRA event. And this article was actually published on July the 28th, 2018. All right. And it's done by Town Hall, who I'm guessing Town Hall is a publication that's actually pro Second Amendment, pro Constitution, stuff like that. So they weren't really down for this whole thing. They were talking about it. They wrote a whole article on these kids and how they're doing this march. Now they're teaming up with Organization for Change, National Organization for Change, and this and that. They got multiple organizations that are getting together and they're going to do this march on the NRA, on the NRA headquarters. If you read the rest of this article, there's a march and there's demands and things like that. You're looking at the demands right now. Look, pop. These are some of the demands, and then you're going to see like more demands and a whole host of demands. As we go down this article, you're going to see very long-winded demands. That's what we're seeing in the gray boxes. All sort of demands. And they're making a march. And now you're seeing like a list of various different things that they don't like as far as guns. They don't know anything about guns, but they made a list of all the sort of different guns that they don't like and stuff. The guy who wrote the article, shout out to him, or I assume it's a him. He's talking about that none of these demands make any sense at all. Or actually, it's a lady. Oh man, I didn't mean to push that to Dollar General. It's a lady that wrote this. She's talking about how none of these demands make any sense and this group should stay home. And it's funny. And she pointed out something to me, and this is what I wanted to show you. They had this march, right? If I'm not mistaken, this march takes place on August the 4th. Now that's less than a week from now. I bet you it's on Friday. It's going to take place August the 4th, and that's less than a week from now. Now, the article, it clearly states that at the time when this article was published, that there's a GoFundMe, for this, just to make sure that the people can get to the march and the rally. They're going to march on the NRA headquarters, try to shut it down. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make demands, which don't make any sense. Of course, the NRA is going to be opposed to them. I don't know if they expect the NRA to just shut down and fire themselves or what, but they're going to do a march, right? See, in the article, Beth, the person who wrote the article, she points out that there's a GoFundMe. It's a crowdfunding thing. Everybody's doing that stuff. I think it's a good idea. So they're doing a crowdfunding thing for this specific event where they're going to march on the NRA. Beth kind of clowns on them at the end of this article, and she talks about, man, I saw their GoFundMe page. She's talking about it. She talks about it at the end. She's like, I saw the GoFundMe page, and it only has $25 on this one. I don't know if we can see what she wrote that. Hold on. Maybe we can see. I don't remember what exactly. Oh, yeah, right here. Look. Here's where it's at. It says the group also established a GoFundMe account to raise $35,000. Dang. $35,000 to get speakers to their event. Which speakers? I don't know. Hillary Clinton? I don't know. So far, they have raised a measly, in Beth's words, a measly $25. All right. So take note of the dates. All right. This article published 2 days ago, just about. It was published on the 28th. So as of the 28th, when this article was published, the GoFundMe had only raised $25 out of the $35,000 they're expecting. Now this is in a march that's going to take place in less than a week. Less than a week from now. The march needs to take place in which these kids need $35,000 to go do a march that nobody's asking them to do. All right. So with that being said, I want to take you a little bit farther down the rabbit hole. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. Here's what I wanted to show you. Like I said, right now as I speak, as I'm making this video, it is July the 30th. It's 2 days after this video, this article that we were covering was even posted. It's 2 days later. It is 2 days later. The march is within a week from now. There's still, if you can believe it, and I checked it because I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. If you can see, they still only have $25. The thing is, it's public who donates. So Robin Jenkins would be the only person, and this was 12 days ago. This was 12 days ago. This is in the national news. This is how popular y'all are. Y'all are $25 from one person 12 days ago popular. That's incredible. I've never seen something so unpopular as this. This is astounding. This is astoundingly unpopular. All right, and then even in the GoFundMe, they say all what they're trying to do. I guess we'll read it. It says the National Organization of Change presents March on NRA. Will are excited to announce that March for Our Lives, Road to Change We Can, Vote No NRA, Team Enough, Youth Over Guns, Youth in Power, and the Women's March will be joining the fight against the NRA. Gotta fight those bastards. On August the 4th, which is so close to now, we will mobilize against this fear-mongering organization. We will activate and amplify our voices. Help us make history. Join the fight for our lives. Gun reform has been a polarizing topic in the United States politics over the past few decades. The debate between gun rights and gun reform advocates has been fiercely fought, contained to a few arguments with little variation. Many supporters of the right to possess firearms, as well as some conservative politicians, often argue that arming citizens and abolishing gun-free zones will lead to a decrease in gun-related crime, which is not true. I repeat, that's not true. And we're here to set the record straight. See, what does it say? Every single year, more than 32,000 Americans have their lives cut short because of the guns. 30,000 to suicide. What? Okay. What? That's right there on their GoFundMe. It's right there on their page, and I can't even hardly believe it. They just told you right there. They said every single year, it's 32,000 Americans, 30,000 of which is suicide. Meaning they probably would have tried to commit suicide some other way. Wow. Okay, so 30,000. No. Oh wait. Okay. It's domestic violence as well as gang shootouts, accidents. We already know this. Hundreds of thousands of Americans have lost brothers. Yeah, we already know this. We demand morally just leaders to stand up. Y'all, I can barely keep reading. I can't really keep reading because it's so boring and dull. It's mundane. I can't even make it sound cool or exciting at all. I couldn't, even if I tried, and I don't know how to try. All right, we're looking at something that's wildly unpopular. We're looking at something so unpopular that is basically setting records at how to not be popular. Only one person has publicly donated $25 to this cause, and that was in a total of 13 days. They've surely set a record. They need to be in the Ripley's books of, I can't even believe it. Anyways, it's July the 30th, 2018. Thank you, y'all. I'll hit y'all a little bit later. I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all. It is currently July the 30th, right now, 2018. And I had to actually tack on onto this video, so it's a long video. It's a 3-parter. Because it's about half a day since I shot the last video. And of course you still see it's at $25. $25. But you know what? The thing is, I noticed something after I shot the video yesterday that would probably break your heart. I mean, honestly, probably break your heart. You probably heard of it before. Things and scenarios that are a lot like this. Alright, check this out. Remember Robin Jenkins? She is the one and only person yet who's donated money. That's her. She says, thanks for organizing. Now that's public, like I'm not doxing or anything. I mean, this is public. You can go to that page and see. And Robin Jenkins says, thanks for organizing. The one and only person still, the only other person who has added a comment thus far is Teresa Addington. I want you to read what she said. She said, thank you for organizing. I am ready. I am sorry to say I live on a very fixed income. I will send what I can when my SS check is deposited. Doesn't that break your heart? It should break your heart. Look, she got the little peace sign, and I wanted you to see that. This is a very well-meaning lady. She does not have much money at all. She was, like she said, on a very fixed income. Right, and in that she just does not have money. She can barely make sure to get the basics. That's what that means. Meanwhile, she's the one and only person besides Robin Jenkins that these people have convinced to give them money, or to think about giving them money. All right, this person, I mean, I shouldn't have to point out the obvious. This person shouldn't have to donate to anything. She can barely get by. All right, but these people are having, folks donate to their wildly unpopular cause, man. And that's the thing, it's so unpopular that it blows my mind, actually. Like, I believe it, but I don't. And the thing is, we're gonna follow it for the rest of the week. It comes to find out, today is Monday in the afternoon. Alright, this march on the NRA, first of all, it's not even going to take place during a business day. I don't know if anyone's going to be working at the NRA. Do they work on Saturdays? So anyways, they're going to be marching on the NRA headquarters on Saturday. So it's not very much time, you understand, to be preparing this stuff, especially when you're only $25 deep and it's Monday afternoon. And we're going to probably follow this every single day, see how it goes and stuff. Maybe they'll start getting an influx of money, and we're going to find out about that. And we're going to keep up with that. I'll keep you updated. Anyways, it is July the 30th, 2018. I appreciate every one of y'all out there. Y'all are all individuals, and that's why I appreciate you.